That's Tony Hancock in. Hancock's half hour.
Oh dear dear. Tut tut tut. Tut tut tut. Some people have no willpower, Sid, no self-control, no self-respect, or absolutely no clue as to how to conduct themselves in public. You're not that bad, Hancock. Don't be too hard on yourself. I'll still put up with you. It's very funny, Sid. Not me, this blighter. He can't keep his hands to himself. He's been getting fresh with some very attractive young policewoman. If I was 10 years younger, I don't know. This young fellow, who can't control his hormones, has been trying to get rather too friendly with our P.C. Douglas, of all people. Not the P.C. Douglas from East Cheam Police Station. He's a braver man than me, Hancock. She can look after herself. She's quite an handful. I remember the time when I... Thanks, Sid, but this isn't a good time to take a trip down memory lane, the one behind the bicycle sheds, that is. Police women I have manhandled by Sergeant Sidney James. However, P.C. Douglas can look after herself, as you said, and she put the fool in an headlock. She locked his head to a passing 69 bus. He ran all the way to Marble Arch from Rounslow. Sounds like he's been punished enough. So what are we charging him with? Oh, I don't know, don't ask me. It's one of those lockdown things. Amorous behaviour isn't allowed on the streets during lockdown, or words to that effect. I don't understand it either, but we'll find out in a minute. Here they come. I see you brought a new doorbell, Hancock.
Oh, it's nice to see you again, boys. Inspector Hancock, Sergeant James and P.C. Douglas, the A-team are back together again.
It's just like the old days, Douglas. However, you can put Mr. Ladies' Man down now. I think he's given up.
Thank you, cheeky. I like strong women. Are you going out with anyone at the moment?
How dare you? That's none of your business. Can I throw him around a bit more, Sarge? He's still trying it on.
We need him in one piece, Loretta, so we can interview him. Now, Mr. Ladies' Man, you know why you're here, don't you?
Go on, remind me. What's the harm in taking a fancy to a gorgeous woman? I thought I saw on the street the girl of my dreams.
I can understand that. P.C. Douglas has turned a few heads in her time. Yours included, by the look of you. Try and turn it round so it's facing the right way, will you?
No, you've got it wrong. The gorgeous woman was on the other side of the road, but she got on a bus, so I had to put up with the mutton instead of the lamb.
Well, you little worm.
Are you on the game, sweetie?
No, how dare you? I am most certainly not. Hold me back, Sarge.
Don't take it to heart, P.C. Douglas. It's not his fault. He's clearly short-sighted.
I know. She stood on my glasses. She knocked them off with her bosom while we were embracing.
It was not an embrace, you silly little man. You were struggling.
Are you sure you left lipstick all over my collar?
Of course I'm sure. What do you take me for? I was trying to feel your collar before I arrested you.
I don't mind. You can say what you like about me. You're a gorgeous hunk of womanhood. Are you Spanish? I like hot-blooded women.
Whatever gives you that idea? I'm British, of course. I live in East Cheam.
Oh, that's nice. We could be next-door neighbours. Can I have your number?
You've already got my number. It's PC 256.
But you're not returning my calls.
I think you'll find there's two reasons for that, Mr. Ladies' Man. A, she doesn't like you, and P.C. 256 is her police number.
I don't mind ringing her at work. I'm not shy. That's why all the ladies like me.
You've got to calm down a bit, lad. Take a cold shower or something. Are you always like this? You're not allowed to be amorous in the streets anymore during lockdown, matey. Look at you. You're sweating and panting. You want locking up. I think we may have to section you.
Morris, I didn't get a chance. She put me in a flaming headlock. I was just getting in the mood too. I thought she was desperate.
Me desperate? How dare you? I just don't like you, Mr. Ladies' Man, and I find your amorous attention unpleasant, apart from it being illegal because of lockdown. Men like you can't take no for an answer.
So that's the answer. What's the question? No, Loretta, I'll wait for you. A woman like you's worth waiting for. How long do you think I'll have to wait?
Well, let me think. How long is the longest period of time your tiny mind is capable of comprehending?
I'll see you at 3:30 then.
In about time, Mr. Ladies Man. The longer this interview goes on, the higher our fees become. When you walked through the door, it was a flat 200 nicker. Now it's on the clock, and you're up to 850.
Sorry, dearie, you're not worth 850. I was thinking of a couple of gin and bitter lemons and a box of Black Magic. I'll pay out Sergeant James, and I'll have to find someone a little less expensive. Sorry, love.
Oh, thanks, Sergeant James. You've given me my dignity back, like it was in the old days. You used to get me out of scrapes on the beat, didn't you? Those were the days. Sometimes I wish...
Well, that's what friends and colleagues are for, ain't it, Loretta? Support each other. You were saying you wish...
I wish you'd call me Loretta more often. You never did that before. Do you mind if I stare into your eyes a little bit?
Oh, of course you can, as long as you like. Back in the day, I didn't think I should show my true feelings as I was your superior officer at the station. Right, you two lovebirds. If you don't want a £200 fine each for amorous behaviour in lockdown, the cold shower is at the top of the stairs. You like spy films, don't you, Hancock? Only if they've got cute furry animals in them, Sid. Koalas, pandas, fluffy kittens, you know. You don't watch spy films, do you? Of course I do. 007 Dalmatians is my favourite. Why do you ask? MI5 have asked us to interview a man on their behalf. So why don't they interview him themselves? They've got all the gear, truth serum, rubber truncheons, bright lights. Because they haven't got COVID and don't want to get it. So that's the name of the new truth drug, is it, Sid? COVID. Anyway, what's this poor bloke been doing? The geezer we're about to meet was found semi-naked in an airwoman's wardrobe on a Special Forces Navy base. And MI5 are worried he might be a Chinese spy. Chinese spy, is he? So he must be Chinese. What's your Chinese like, Sid? As it turns out, he's not Chinese. So what's this case worth to Hancock's heroes then, Sid? Depends what we extract out of him. £10,000 if he's a Chinese spy. And £1,000 if he's just some idiot who likes hanging around in ladies' wardrobes. Right, that settles it. He's a Chinese spy, Sid. No doubt about it. Plain as a nose on your face. Well, not on your face, because it's not plain, it's a whopper, isn't it? I mean, it's a nice conk and all that. However, Sid, ring MI5 and tell them he's a Chinese spy and they can leave the money under a rock in the park. I'll have you know, Hancock, that this nose has helped me sniff out hundreds of villains. However, I think MI5 will want some evidence.
Good evening. I've been asked by the police to drop round and have a cup of tea and some scones.
It's not scones we're interested in. You've been up to some funny business, haven't you, sunshine? But before we get on to that, Mr. Lee, how is China this time of year?
China is beautiful when the peach blossoms bloom, and the Great Wall of China is surrounded in mist.
So you've been to China, have you, Mr. Lee?
No, I thought that was a little secret code game you spies play. You say something stupid, and I say something stupid back, and then you know I'm stupid, and I'm on your side.
Maybe stupid to you, matey, but I was just trying to make conversation, and we are not spies to boot.
Stop messing about. Of course you are. I spotted you as soon as I walked in the door.
We're a private police force, Hancock's heroes.
There you are then. That's what I said, spies. I'll talk. You don't have to hit me. I've got delicate skin. And I bruise easily.
All right, we're not going to hit you. Now look here, Lee. Why are you a Chinese spy? Go on, admit it, and we can all go home early. Spill the beans, and there's £1,000 in it for you.
I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to guess.
Go on, hit him, Sid.
You said you weren't going to hit me. Right, I admit it. I'm spying for China.
Ha ha, We weren't really going to hit you. It was a bluff, and you fell for it. Some spy you are. All right, Sid, give MI5 a ring and we'll collect the £10,000.
I didn't say I was a spy. I said I was spying.
That's the same thing in our book, Mr. Lee. Spies spy, and that's that. So what are China after, Lee? Nuclear codes, plans of our new fighter jets, a sight of the blueprints of the next generation of robot pilots? Or were you perchance trying to turn one of our female pilots and make her work for the commies?
No, nothing like that. The Chinese are interested in ladies' underwear.
Oh, pull the other one. Why would China be interested in ladies' knickers?
It's because the Chinese make ladies' underwear, of course. They make all the underwear in the world, except RAF underwear. They're trying to get into our knickers.
You're trying to tell us, Lee, that Chinese intelligence are interested in what our female pilots wear?
I don't know about Chinese intelligence. You'll have to ask them yourself, but I work for a Chinese knicker factory.
So, that's why you were hanging around in a lady pilot's wardrobe, was it?
Yes, I was looking through her knickers, testing out the strength of the elastic, so that my client could put in a competitive bid for the next generation of RAF knickers. Elastic is expensive, so you want to make it as cheap as possible.
It's all becoming clear now. That's the game, is it? You're going to put weak elastic in all our female pilots' underwear, so when China attacks, all their knickers will fall down.
That's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
Come on now, Mr. Lee. You don't expect us to believe that, do you? You're just a knicker thief, aren't you?
Of course not. Do I look like a man that steals ladies' knickers?
Yes.
All right, it's true. I steal ladies' underwear, and I made the whole story up.
That's it then, Sid. Case solved. Ring MI5 and tell them that Lee is a Chinese spy who was trying to put Novichok in a lady pilot's knickers. Kerching, 10 grand. Of course, MI5 swallowed the whole story and sent us £10,000 in used notes. However, Sid says it still hasn't arrived, and blimey, it was weeks ago. However, that's yet another case solved by Hancock's heroes.